G'day, I'm back. It's me again now. Quite a few people have emailed me asking me, what's happened? What are you doing? Why aren't you posting videos? Well, it's a long story, but basically it's winter, as most people would know. Here in the south of the equator, it's winter. And as most people know, I suffer from Parkinson's. I'm glad I got this Osmo Pocket 3 now because I'm shaking, but it's very smooth. It's fantastic. Now, one of the difficulties is I have a lot of trouble coping with winter, and this winter has been particularly harsh. You see, one of the cornerstones of the way I manage my Parkinson's is exercise, because I did the research. After I was diagnosed, I did the research, and I found papers that clearly pointed out the fact that endorphins promote the release of dopamine. And when you've got Parkinson's, dopamine is the missing link. That's the stuff that your brain's not producing properly anymore. So I figured, well, if I can create endorphins through exercise, that will promote more dopamine release, that'll control my symptoms. And magically, it worked. Fantastic. The results have been incredible. Because when I was first diagnosed, my doctor said, go on this medication, gave me some stuff called Cinemet, which is a levodopa-carbidopa stuff, which is supposed to basically replace the dopamine your brain can't use. But it's got such a lot of side effects. And interestingly enough, I was walking through town just the other day when we had a fine day and I went for a walk. And a gentleman called me over. He was sitting in a car and he'd seen my videos and said, "Whoa, you've got Parkinson's." And I said, "Yeah." And we had a bit of a discussion. It seems that he was also diagnosed with Parkinson's about the time I was. And he went straight onto the medication. And oh my God, I mean, he was bobbing and weaving, like a jelly in an earthquake, as I tend to say. And it's the side effect of the medication. And I'm just so pleased that I didn't jump on the medication bandwagon straight away. In fact, I very rarely take my medication because it's, once you get on that thing, it's a drug and your body becomes dependent on it and the results not good. So I have had some really hard times because I'm not taking the medication, but I've developed my own strategies for managing outside of regular medication. And as a result, I'm doing so much better. Now, in the winter, I can't get the levels of exercise I need to make sure that I'm getting the levels of dopamine I need, which has meant when we've had rain and wind and damp and cold and horrible weather and I can't go walking, it really sort of knocks me around quite a bit. I've made a lot of videos. You might be surprised, I've made a lot of videos in the last few months and I haven't posted any of them because from the inside, I think I'm not doing too bad. But when I look at the videos I've made and I see what I look like, I don't want to inflict that on anybody. It's not until you look from the other end of the outside that you realize just how bad things can be at times with this disease when you're not medicated. So I've made a lot of videos that I will never post because they just, it makes me feel uncomfortable watching them, so I don't want to inflict it on you guys. So I've also been looking around, did more research, and I discovered another thing that is turns out is useful. There's a link between caffeine and dopamine. So I enjoy coffee. I like coffee. I can hardly taste it anymore. But I thought, well, okay, instant coffee, pretty. I used to have coffee in a chat, and people were complaining I was using instant coffee and Nescafe at that, and it was terrible. But I decided I'll spend $50 on a coffee machine. So I did. I bought an espresso machine, $50. Not a big spend, but I have to be a bit careful with money right now because obviously not putting a lot of content out. It's only my Patreon supporters that are keeping me alive. So I bought an espresso machine and fantastic. The results have been really good. Even though it's winter, I'm starting to get my symptoms back under control. I'm still doing a lot of resistance training, lifting weights and pull-ups and dips and things like that, which provide a level of dopamine, endorphin production, but it's the walking. The walking does the most of the production. So the lifting of weights and things just a bit, but by combining doing a bit more resistance training and also carefully adjusting the amount of coffee I have and when I have it, I'm getting on top of my symptoms again. And it's so good to actually be in charge of your body again because it was getting bad at one stage there. So I thought, wow, this is great. And the other day, we had a sunny day, fine day. I thought, I haven't flown anything for months. It's really, really frustrating, annoying, but there would be no point because I simply could not control anything. I thought, I'll go out and I'll fly my little foxwhoop. Can't do much harm with that. And let's see how I go. And this is what happened. yeah, it wasn't too good, was it? I've forgotten how to fly, basically. But now that I'm getting better in terms of symptoms, I will be flying more regularly. Another problem arises here, and that is our local council. I think everybody who watches this channel knows that I've had my run-ins with the local council, and things have gone from bad to worse, I've posted some videos. You see I caught them out in a lie, caught the previous mayor out in a lie. They made up rules that don't actually exist, and I documented all this on YouTube. So they've decided I'm not allowed to film anymore. Not allowed to film. And if I film, I'll be trespassed. And if I continue to film after I'm trespassed, I could be arrested. That's the level these people have dipped to. So while I've been sort of out of action, I have helped some other members of the community. There was a member of our community who went to a public submission where people from the public are allowed to stand up and speak to council, and he got thrown out because he started saying something that the council or the mayor didn't want to hear. So this is what happened. Honestly, this is what happened.
This shows exactly
the
doesn't.
fact.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
There is clear record of it.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It's not.
You can disagree all you want, but it does.
No more. Where you go?
No, I didn't finish.
You have now.
I'll stop with that.
You have.
And I'll carry
no,
on.
you're finished. Out you go.
Can you carry on with my recording?
No, because you've already said
they have not.
You spoke when you're standing down there. You spoke that you were going to speak for all of you.
Don't interrupt me. Let me finish my speech.
No,
I'm done with it. It's done.
And I'm done
You're
with
over
you.
your executive.
Where you go?
You seriously going to interrupt me?
Yeah. Where you go?
I'm going to be running a petition to remove you from office because you're clearly not fit to.
Well, good luck on that.
Yeah, that's the way they treat people. No, I'm not the only one. This guy got booted out, and it's tragic. So I went in to bat for him, made some videos based on the council's own footage, because surprisingly enough, that footage that you just saw was from the council's own live stream, because I'm prohibited from filming, of course. That was the council's own live stream, and after that happened, they deleted that footage. It's not available on the council. I recorded the live stream as it was happening. So I, unfortunately for council, kept the evidence. I got the evidence right off the live stream, but that evidence on their own website has been deleted. They wanted to cover it up. They didn't want people to see what they'd done. Oh man. So I'm dealing with these people who are actively fighting to stop me enjoying my life and doing anything, flying, whatever, anywhere, and fighting Parkinson's as well. I've got a few battles on my hands here, but I will not be defeated. I will not give up. I'm going to keep going. Trust me. This serves to inspire me to actually keep putting in the effort. But now, as I say, I'm getting things sorted out. I've fine-tuned everything as much as I can. My hands are actually pretty steady at the moment. Well, they're steadier than they have been for a while. And they will get better. The spring is just around the corner. Once the spring gets here and we've got some fine weather and I can do some walking, and I'm talking 10, 15, 20 kilometres a day is what I need to keep the endorphin levels high enough for the dopamine to kick in. And maybe I will start taking the medication, but I really don't want to. After seeing this guy last week, man, it was so scary to see what I could be like if I'd gone down that route. But yeah, I'll keep you informed. Now, in the meantime, as I say, I've got some reviews to do. I've got a transmitter here to review on RC Model Reviews, and the ADS-B alarm. Now, one of the problems with this whole Parkinson's thing is it doesn't just affect your body, it affects your brain. And I've been chasing a bug that was reported just before I was about to drop the files on the internet. There's a bug which causes the whole thing to lock up after about 2 hours of operation, which is a real pain in the ass, because you don't want something that you're relying on to lock up and go silently, go to sleep, and then you don't know that it's not working, that's not good enough. So I've been working on that, but I've had a great deal of difficulty focusing, concentrating. That's better. The brain fog is actually gone now, which is why I'm making this video. And now I'm feeling good. So I'll be ripping into that, and over the coming weekend, I shall do my very best to sort that out and get the stuff up next week. If I can't get it sorted, I just put it up anyway. Someone else can fix the bugs. Why am I bothering? It's a job that anyone could probably do if they've got half a brain. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. I wanted to keep people informed as to what was going on. Now, as I say, thank you enormously to my Patreon supporters. You haven't got much for your money in the last few months, but you have kept me going. It has just been a lifeline. And now I promise to pay you all back with ongoing content. Now that, as I say, as the weather's warming up, I will be out there and I will be, I did have this thing, to hell with the rules, I'd just fly anyway. But after being threatened with arrest, I can't do much from inside a jail cell. But as I say, video, keep you informed. I've been reluctant to do this video because I don't want the sympathy vote. Don't want people going, oh, you poor thing, you poor. No, look, life is what it is. I'm a big boy. and I can take whatever they throw at me, whether it's, council's disease, whatever, I can take it. I'll be fighting till my last day, and there's a fair way to go before that comes along. So thank you, as I say, for watching these videos, especially talking head rubbish like this. And now I will get on, because I've got the best part of 4 hours of functioning left today, and I've got a bug to find. So thanks. And don't forget, give the video a like, whatever, tell your friends, who knows. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.